Welcome to this episode of Your 5 a Day, and today we're looking at necks. So remember, if any of these exercises aren't suitable for you, please discontinue them or adapt them as you feel necessary. Okay, so we're looking at necks. Now remember, the neck, we don't really have a neck. The neck is part of our spine, so the muscles that come up into the neck are part of the upper back muscles. So we're going to be looking at neck and upper back. But we're going to start, you can do this seated. We're going to start with a little isometric neck stabilization. So you're going to take your hand, we're going to put it on the side of our head. Make sure your feet are sort of firmly planted on the ground, pelvis nice and heavy, so we don't want to be arching our back. We're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, gently press the head into the hand and the hand into the head. So we don't want to see the head moving. So if you've got a mirror nearby, have a look and see what's going on. So as you exhale, we press. Feel that stabilization around the neck. One more time, we press. Just make sure your shoulder isn't coming up like this when you do this. Let's do the other side. Take a breath in and press. So you are going to feel some muscles tightening. Just make sure that everything else is staying nice and calm. We're definitely not arching the back or lifting those shoulders. And press. So that's going to deal with the sides. Let's do this movement. So we're going to put the hand on the front of the forehead. Take a breath. And again, gentle press to feel some stabilization going on in the back of the neck. And release. Gentle press. And release. One more time, press. And release. So we've done a little bit of stabilization. We're now going to look at moving the head on the spine. So I call this chicken head. I'm going to slide round sideways so you can see me. So we don't want to have our chin sticking out. So we're going to sit up. Again, try not to arch the back. Keep it nice and fluid. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently draw the chin down towards the chest. And feel the back of the neck lengthen. Next time you exhale, slowly release the head by pivoting on this joint. So what we don't want to do is let the head come up and the chin drop forward, okay? Because we've lost our stability if we let that happen. So we draw down. Again, it doesn't have to be a big movement. And slowly release up. So if you were drawing a line straight down the wall, and back up. Notice that we don't have that chin sticking out. And I don't extend either when I come back. So we don't do that. Okay, so make sure the weight of your head isn't dropping you back at the end. Okay, everything comes back to that neutral position where the front of the head weighs the same as the back of the head. It's not lighter, it's not heavier. We're in balance. One more time. Good. Okay, now we're going to add a little thoracic rotation. Remember, the neck is connected into this upper back area. So I'm going to start to rotate through my thoracic, and I'm going to let my head follow the thoracic. So this is teaching us that to rotate, it's not about just turning the head and overusing these muscles, this joint here. If someone was to call me, I'd turn and my head would follow the ribs, okay? You don't have to sit cross-legged, you can do this on a chair. So I start to turn the ribs and then my head follows. Okay, and again, it's not about who can go furthest with their rotation. It's just feeling that spiral through the body so that we don't overuse the neck. Especially important if you have got hypermobility, instability in the joint, the cranial joint. One more time. and come back to center. Now for the next one, we're going to come down onto our tummy. So some people might need a cushion or a towel under their pelvis because it can sometimes be quite uncomfortable on the low back. So don't worry if you need a cushion. And we're going to lie down with our head in our hands. So here is a bit of neck strengthening, very good for the muscles that help hold your head up during the day. So rest your head in your hands and just roll your head a little bit, massage your forehead. Check that your pelvis feels nice and heavy. And next time you inhale, I want you to think of lifting your heart off of the floor. Now it doesn't have to be very big. And then as you exhale, lower your heart down to the floor. So I'm not pushing with my arms. I'm trying to find those deep spinal muscles to lift me up and lower me down. So if I was to push with my arms, it would look something like this, which looks very different. So can you just find that alignment? Notice that my head is staying in alignment, a bit like exercise number 2. So I'm not sticking my chin out and I'm not dropping my chin. We're staying in alignment. I can feel muscles working in the middle of my back, so in between my shoulder blades. And just relax, roll the head a little across the hands. So once you've got an idea of that alignment, we can come up onto all fours. So we're going to do our same exercise, but we're starting to have to organize the shoulders as well so that we're not down here. Okay, so find that alignment, make sure we're not dropping in the middle. So nice lengthened spine, head in exactly the same position it just was. And I'm going to slowly let the spine sink. Now really important you go slowly. Inhale to come back up. So exhale to sink. Really slowly, don't collapse in between your shoulders. And we go. Watch those elbows don't lock. 2 more times. Slowly down. Inhale up. Again, I'm working those muscles that run up into the head and neck. And then when you've finished, if it's comfortable for your knees, just sit yourself back. Take a little stretch and rest your head in your hands. Of course, if this isn't suitable, don't come all the way back. Take a nice deep breath and then slowly come up. So that was our 5 a day for the neck and the upper back. Please leave me a comment in the box below, let me know how you got on. And until next time, stay zebra strong.